Welcome back, everyone. Cromulent Archer here. Time for some more Bone Totem. Just to bring you behind the curtains a little bit, I have been gone for a week. Everything you've watched the last week has been a pre-record, so I don't really remember what we're doing. But let's just look around, shall we? That is some schematics about how the gong works. Possibly something useful there. The only interaction spot, just the gong part. Oscillator, got a hydrophone. Oh, I can't interact with it now. I just pulled it once. Body on gong. Woo! A hydrophone. Can I do anything with this? Ew. What is everybody up to, by the way? What are we? Where are we? What are we doing? You are trying to get in this door, right? Yes. And Mr. Bearman, what are you doing, Bearman? Oh, that's right. You're here. For some reason, I cannot do anything with these bombs. Submersible rover. I think I already did everything with this thing. Oh, okay. The charges were lying around. That's why we didn't see them before. We didn't know where they were.
I have found the first bomb.
It's not is this really something we want him to try and do?
Who else can do it?
Continue, Moses. Disarm that blast charge. Disarm all of them.
2 to 12. 3 to 5. Two to 12.
This bomb will make no loud noises.
Good job, Mose.
What if you can fail them in such a way that they explode? Because that would be entertaining. I'm sure that would be a good video.
I have found the second bomb.
Be careful, sweetheart.
This one appears to be more difficult. Well, actually, not that bad. You just 1 to 12. 1 to 12. Oh no, you gotta do other ones. 3 to 4. There you go. And 7 to 8.
The second bomb is silenced.
Not bad. Not bad.
Oh, there's the last one.
The third bomb. I see it.
Watch yourself, Bear.
0 to 13. That one seems easy enough. 2 to 8. 2 is here. It's just straight down. And 10 to 11. 10 to 11. Whoops.
I have defused the third bomb.
Wonderful, my friend. Your ingenuity continues to inspire.
Boom, blam, a boosh. I assume I just take these to this thing.
Charlie Mac, the noises go here.
Yeah, Bear. All 3 of them.
Are we sure it's not too much? We want to preserve the air pocket inside, not collapse the whole thing.
Computer knows what it's doing. At least that's what you always say.
Yeah, but Moses wasn't involved then.
Do it, Bear.
My Mac.
Okay, there's 1 charge. 2 charges.
All bombs are ready.
3 charges.
I hope the others appreciate you, my friend. The way they should.
They are my family. They are.
Kaboom. Oh, flashback.
Charlie Mac are at the funeral. Bears are not allowed.
Keen homework cryo store. That's an interesting thing to call a refrigerator.
Mac is right. My fault. I am not a good bear. All you have to do is blink.
Moses? Moses, where are you?
Kane! I could hear that from here.
I am okay, Charlie Mac. I am brave and strong. I am in a cave. There is something here. Something enormous.
Bullet-shaped structure,
Look at
aged and
that.
dilapidated.
Mac, it's definitely metallic.
Yeah. Curved, looks like. Fluid dynamic. Moses, keep looking. See if you can find more of it.
My Mac.
Apertures. It's almost like apertures. I wonder if this is a crashed alien spaceship. As far as I know, there's no aliens in this universe so far. But who knows? Star-hilted sword backlit and radiant cog. Emphasis inlet of the the submarine. It's the submarine for the Soviets, for the Soviets we heard about earlier. So not aliens.
Charlie Mac, you should see this.
Oh my god. Look at it. It's a sub.
And by no means a modern one.
It's Soviet. Oh my god.
The subject of much debate when it was found. A new variable in an already impossible equation.
It's sunk here. What happened to the crew?
They survived the crash. For a time. But there was no escape. There was only sacrifice. And pain.
Explains the bodies we saw.
Alright, in we go. Hello, submarine. Water, rock, hatch. Something over there.
Still in pretty good shape, all things considered.
Guessing we can't just drive it out of here?
I don't think that would go well for anybody. No.
I don't think you drive submarines. I'm sure you do
Mac.
something else.
Dangerous.
Yeah, Bear, you got that right. Grenade rigged. It'll explode if it's opened.
They were trying to keep something out.
Can't cut them. How about a floppy arm? Can we do something with a floppy arm? No. I want this thing to explode, but it doesn't look like it's going to.
A giant plate.
No, Moses. It's a satellite dish.
They were trying to contact the outside world.
It hums. I can feel it.
It is still active, yes. A modified version of the submarine's communication systems.
After all this time, it's still transmitting?
It is how the site was first discovered. By Kane deep-sea rovers. Ironic. Only now, after no one is left to rescue, was a distress signal finally received.
Examine document. My dearest Anastasia, I write you from the ocean's depths with a heavy heart and longing soul. I fear that I may never see you again, probably, and I must pour out my heart to you in this letter lest it burst with the weight of my love. I have seen an incredible event that has shaken me to my core. As I stood upon the deck of our Lima, my face and arms on fire, I tussled with the captain. Then the shadows came upon us. They assailed our captain, intent on dragging him down to their watery lair. I watched in horror, and then something miraculously happened. They stopped their attack. Instead, they just took him in their loving arms and carried him away. I don't know why they spared him, or what fate awaits him in this underwater kingdom, but I know that I saw a glimmer of mercy in their cold eyes, and I felt a strange sense of awe and wonder, and the very fabric of the universe had been torn asunder. My love for you will burn bright until the end. Forever, Grigori. Lights, more lights. Next room. It's a little camp. Glowing lights,
They
body on
stayed
stretcher.
here, but they are gone now.
Yeah, if they sunk, how long could they have survived?
With whatever supplies they had? Not long.
Pretty lights.
Mac, he's right. Look. Bioluminescence.
Explains a lot.
Lights. Body on stretcher. More dead bodies. Examine a document. Oh, we got a lot. It's a PDA, basically. April 82. Akula was deployed with great success. The housing of the piezoelectric ceramics and magneto-restrictive rare earth alloys produced the ULF underwater signal as planned. One more test and we can go home. Banya's nowhere to be seen. He's hiding in the sanctuary, muttering to himself. He's not taking Lieutenant's death well. And Endre, you intractable bastard. Look at what you've left me with. The officers have gone into a spin and the seamen are following suit. You know I'm not cut out for leadership. That was a game for you and the captain. Now I've got no choice. I'll hold the line until Boynya comes to his senses, and then we'll be square. Situation is this. O2, not a problem. We got, in the short term, air filters weren't damaged in the fire. We might get a bit woozy now and then, but we won't go out like Komarov. Water, the recycler should last indefinitely, assuming the pumps don't give out. No use worrying about it. Food, that's our weak point. Igorovich estimates we've only got 2 days worth, even with rationing. Out of this wannabe Tolstoy, let the men clobber him like this. That's what we get for leaving a kid in charge of the food. I gave my best, but this isn't my lane. Although the menial tasks I assigned kept their minds off hunger for a couple of days. So that's something. I can hear them even up in the sonar, shouting, cursing each other, cursing the captain and me too, combined with the clatter of debris hitting the Lima's hull. It's quite a symphony, not maddening at all. Same day. Akula is offline and the sonar's cooked. But I knew that already. I was just using my own trick on myself. Now I'll take more work to ignore the gnawing pain in my stomach. Brain death might work. Turns out Kormavov was way ahead on that mark. Just lying in the pantry, useless, wasted, chilled. Burke's alive. Not even surprised. If anyone was going to survive that, it would be him. More stubborn than Warts, that one. He picked the wrong pipes to tap on, though. The Joker wouldn't recognize Morse code if it tapped directly on his skull. I'll hold off. Am I hearing like laughing in the distance? Huh. I'll hold off telling Kisa for now. No telling what that hothead would do. I should tell the captain, though. Might finally pull him out of his daze. Get him and poor Sergei out of his cabin. He's lucky the men are busy losing their own minds, or there'd be more judgment. Andrei's not a fan of what we're doing. Can't say I blame him, but it's too late. Something is very wrong. That was not what Bonya and I know. That's not the Bonya I know. He had bolts of cloth peek out from under his uniform before, but mostly he kept his faith to himself. Not tonight. I would call it a religious mania if he hadn't remained so damn calm, even while beating Stukov half to death for taking a bite first. Afterwards, he stood and spoke about how we must purify ourselves, knowing what we're about, what we did. 3 straight days of bone broth is not enough to make a starvation appealing. Seems like I'll get my wish soon, though. No leftover corpses now. Kisa knows he's been hanging around Igorovich since appointing himself the chef's bodyguard. I must have heard the pipe, same as I did. Now he stormed off to confront Boya, and he's got a temper like a volcano. When I tried to stop him, he turned around and asked if positions were reversed, would Andre have stopped trying to save me? Kid's got a point. Found Sergei comforting Stas as he sobbed over a half-butchered Kisa yesterday. Made a joke about seasoning. He didn't appreciate it. Well, I've got what I wanted. It was more a snarl than a sob, but it was an expression of emotion that wasn't religious zealotry. My plan backfired, though. He locked himself in the cabin again. Bastard may have murdered Kisa, but he and his purifying path were the only things holding these animals back from indiscriminately ripping each other apart. Things are about to get very ugly. The mirror isn't exactly our friend. That's it, we've reached the end game. Waters Recyclers gasped its last. Sorry, boys, no amount of carnage will let you off with this one. At least I'll get to die in my little comms hidey hole. I've grown quite fond of it up here. Unexpected, law of nature defying development. We're saved by Bonya, no less. Although it wasn't his intention, he was probably hoping to be greeted by some biblical scourge when he opened the main hatch, or at least a crushing embrace of deep-sea currents. Wasn't expecting breathable air and potable water. His woeful howling, it was eloquent at this point. So many entries. Well, that's one mystery solved. He who doesn't take risks never drinks champagne. During my sojourn in comms, I had to add a crack at fixing the transmitter. It was successful, but something was causing interference and preventing me from attempting to send a transmission. Turns out these blue crystals sprouting up everywhere. They're phosphorescent, produce heat, and give me the heebie-jeebies just like all the other local attractions. But now I know. Igorovich is savvier than I gave him credit for. He understands the deal, and he's got a good heart, which worries me. I'll have to keep an eye on him. Found a perfect spot for the relay. There's a point at the furthest edge of our little grotto with no crystals. No crystals, no interference. Once I get it working, I'm not setting foot in that sub again. It was hellish before, and now it's just plain creepy and stinks of an abattoir. You can hear his gibbering throughout the whole damn ship. I'm broadcasting an honest-to-God SOS. No way to know if it can penetrate the huge pile of rocks between us and the surface, but at least it's going out. Who knows? Maybe we won't die here after all. Maybe these men's last memories won't be of eating their friends. Dream big, I say. That was hard to watch, even for me. The worst part, they didn't really want to kill poor Sergei. They were disgusted by his whispering, by Igorovich's groveling, but I saw it in their faces. They were also ashamed. So he had to do it. I didn't see him approach. He had Sergei on the altar with Goncharov's knife across his throat before anyone had a good chance to move. Then he was off again, leaving the men to deal with the aftermath of his inscrutable actions. Dmitri, Alexei, and Krylev have left us without a goodbye. So we're like over 2 months in now. The craven bastard, I couldn't stand it. I went to confront him about Sergei, and he's just sitting there mumbling to himself as always. He didn't acknowledge me, he didn't seem to know I was there, so I decided to look around and found a loose wall panel. How did I not see it? He never ate with us, just read his interminable sermons. He hadn't left the Lima in weeks, but was healthy enough to heave all of Sergei's weight onto the altar. Rations, pack upon pack stuffed in the crawl space. Hypocrite, traitorous swine, skulking cursed thing. I'll put you out of your misery. I was about to kill him, but when I grabbed his dirty, matted hair and looked into his eyes, I saw nothing at all. He had been dead for a while, his body just hadn't caught up yet. I didn't tell the men about the stash. His hold on their minds is disintegrating anyways. I'd best spare them the pain of betrayal. The thing you can do with a bit of a Russian know-how, some pH paper, a few pearls of our own friend sodium hydroxide, and an altruistic desire to get wasted, and bang, you got alcohol. Could run a car on this hooch, but I don't think the men's palates are at peak performance. Let's have some fun. My reputation as a cold, feckless degenerate is not entirely undeserved, but there is a limit to any man's capacity for denial. It was all my fault. I pushed the captain to go deeper into the caves. Ignoring Andrea, I gave him the idea to use Komarov. I let Kisa charge headlong into engineering, knowing the captain had stationed guards there, on and on and on. At least I helped provide a night of laughter and mirth for the men. Gone. Everything and everyone is gone. Those things, whatever they were, laid waste to our oceanside sanatorium. Stash rations are gone. The water's polluted with blood. All the things dragged from Lima as he screamed and set off about his last chance. No idea what he knew. How they knew he was in there. Farewell, Kolya. Non-being is better than madness. My solid is complete. Should have made fewer jokes about using Stasis' corpse as furniture these last days. Too much truth in those jokes now. It's peaceful though here by the water next to my steadfast little transmitter. I jury-rigged the busted water recycler into a passable hydroelectric turbine. I reckon it'll keep batteries going for a couple of years, maybe more. It's a clever bit of engineering. Here's hoping someone else will get a chance to appreciate it. And then he died. That was a lot of entries. So we got an exit that way. Got other stuff over here.
Poor sailors. Poor people.
Their minds wouldn't be a part of the Nexus. It didn't exist then.
Grave, okay. Oh. Alright, I partially undug this. Can I dig at it? No? How about an arm? No? We're looking for something? I don't know what I'm looking for here. We'll just check. We'll just do some light grave robbing. It's fine.
Hello, I am Moses.
They were buried in their uniforms.
Charlie Mac, is it a puzzle?
No, Bear. It's a booby trap. Be careful with that.
Interesting.
Can I throw an arm in there? Hey, I can throw an arm in there. Alright, cool. Bear trap with arm. Alright. And knife with dagger with chain. Let's throw that over to you and see if we can open this bear trap again.
Arm shot from the bear trap. But this synthetic skin is something else.
Dagger. Can we do anything with this? No. I thought maybe. Alright, let's go back to the bear. Alright, document I've already looked at. Hammock. Let's go back over here. This is this spot. Came in that we couldn't get in before. It's just a big circle. Alright, maybe with the knife I can... Give me the knife. I can cut this open. I don't think no. Seems like I should be able to cut the wires, but not so much. Okay. Alright, give me the skin. Did I do anything with the skin? No. Slowly attempts to reform and mold itself around anything it lies on. It's fascinating and unsettling to watch. Okay, so it moves around. Can I do anything with that here? Can I rip the chain off of this?
Wow.
Yep.
Did you really just do that?
Trick is, breaking the chain off as close to the hilt as you can.
Cool trick.
Alright, you... If I were to use the skin and the knife together... Nothing, okay. Thought maybe they could do some sort of, like, work on it. How about this and this? No. Oh. There we go.
Great. Now it's got a grenade.
That didn't sound good. Human document, distribution doc. Is this another PDA?
Hold there. Spiders. I do not like it here. This is no place for children to play.
More than that, it is a tomb.
Okay, yeah, this is a entry. We're not going to do this today. We'll do this next episode. Let's look at the distribution box, though.
Charlie Mac, the pictures. These are useful.
You're right, Mose. Those are escape suits.
If any of them are left.
You could use them to reach the surface. They would likely survive the water pressure outside.
Moses, we need those suits. Do you understand?
I will find them. I am a very smart bear now.
I will aid him in his search. While I still have time.
Oh. Depleted battery. Okay. This looks like a job for skin. That one I got. So I gotta figure out a way to fill the battery, I guess, is the situation. But this seems like a good spot to stop for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Hope you had a good time. I am, as always, Criminal Nurture, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks so much.